Perfect. Namaste, yogis. Welcome and thank you so much for watching. So for today's practice, you want to have a blanket or two and a strap or something, maybe a scarf or something you have at hand at home for extra support for your shoulders. And we're going to start by relaxing on the back for a few moments, laying down on Shavasana, so you can go right ahead and find your way onto your back. Extend your legs, relax your shoulder blades together and down, then let your shoulders be heavy. Remember that you can always bend your knees and rest your foot soles on the floor, having your knees closer together and your feet a little wider apart, and that will release your lumbar spine if you have any discomfort. Same with your hips. Otherwise, legs extended. Bring the awareness down to your feet and relax your toes. Relax your foot soles. Relax the top of your feet. Relax your ankles. Relax your lower legs. And relax your knees. Relax your thighs, your buttocks, and allow your hips and shoulders to be heavy. Relax your arms and hands. Allow your fingers to curl naturally into your palms. No tension, no effort, just relaxation. Relax your jaw, your face. Allow your eyelids to be softly closed. Maybe you let your eyes sink into its sockets. Your gaze can go towards the third eye if you wish, if that feels comfortable. If not, just relax your eyes. And then observe the breath, how it flows in and out through your nostrils. Imagine as if you had a mirror in front of your face, a couple of inches away from your face. Breathe in through your nostrils and open your mouth and sigh out on the mirror like trying to fog it. Inhale through your nostrils and open your mouth and inhale through your nostrils. Notice the gentle pressure on the back of your throat every time you exhale through your mouth, like if you were fogging a mirror, breathing in through the nostrils. Tension behind your throat, breathing out, and we're going to do that one more time. Breathe in and now keep the gentle pressure at the back of the throat as you breathe in through your nostrils. And as you breathe out through your nostrils. Again, breathing in, breathing out. Continue to breathe in and out through the nostrils, keeping that tension on the throat. And the tension is just enough so that your breath sounds like the ocean, but not so tense that it starts irritating your throat. If this is not comfortable, that feels that something is off, you can return to your regular breath and just observe it. Maybe go to the 3-part breath or Dirga Pranayama. Your choice. Those of you who are still working with Ujjayi breath, the victorious breath, you're going to take 3 more rounds. Make it a little louder if it works for you. When you are done with your third breath, return to your normal breathing. Wiggle your toes and fingers. Move your feet side to side. Stretch your arms overhead and tense every muscle. Squeeze from toes to fists. Prune face. And exhale, release. We'll do it again. Inhale, stretch and tense. Point or flex. Tight, tight, tight. Prune face. Exhale, release. Once again, inhale, stretch and tense and squeeze every muscle. And when you're ready, let all tension go. Bend your knees, bring your foot soles on the floor, tuck your tailbone, and bring your knees towards the chest. You're gonna find maybe a 90-degree angle. Some of you might need to bring your knees a little closer to the chest, and that's fine. You wanna do your very best to press the small of the back onto the floor. We're gonna go into Adi Mudra, so bring your thumbs inside the palms and wrap it with your fingers just gently. Bring your fist in between your knees, flex your feet, roll your shoulders back and under, relax your neck. Now inhale deeply here, fill up the gap between your back and the floor with air. And when you exhale, draw the navel in, squeeze the knee, squeeze the fists with your knees, squeeze, squeeze. Pressing your body onto the floor. Make sure this is not upsetting your neck. Inhale, filling up. Exhale, squeeze. Pressing your back onto the floor, especially if you find a gap between your between your back and the ground. It doesn't matter if it's lower back, mid back. Inhale, fill up with air. Feet are active. Exhale, squeeze. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Press your back onto the floor. Squeeze your fist with your legs. Last one. Inhale. And exhale, squeeze. You may hug your knees, rock side to side. Take a few breaths here. Awesome. Now when you're ready, go back to your 90-degree angle. Adi Mudra, thumbs inside the palms. Remember, this mudra helps to send all your energy down onto your lower belly. It's a grounding mudra and it helps to get your core engaged. So bring your hands inside the legs and between your knees. Flex your feet. And as you take your next inhalation, use your arm muscles and push your legs out. And you're going to put resistance with your legs. Just you control that, don't overdo it. And as you exhale, hands outside and squeeze in. And once again, you put resistance. Inhale, open. Filling up the gap between your back and the floor. Exhale, close. Drawing the navel in towards the spine, pushing your back down. Inhale, fill the gap with your pranic energy. Exhale, close. Move your back onto the ground. Inhale, so you're working with your shoulder girdle, you're engaging your arms, you're engaging your shoulder blades. Exhale. We'll do 2 more. Inhale, open, put the resistance. If you're shaking, embrace it. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. You may hug your knees and rock side to side. Awesome. Now when you're ready, come back to center, release your feet onto the floor, move onto your favorite side. Take a few moments here. Check in with your body, with your breath, and you're going to use your top hand to help yourself up on your next exhalation. Now for this next part, you may take your blanket and place it under the knees, going towards tabletop position. So you want fist distance between the knees. Remember, you want your wrist right below the shoulders, middle finger points forward, thumbs point towards each other. Press the top of the feet on the floor and bring your back onto neutral. So you are not letting your back hinge, nor you're rounding. So trying to find that elongation of your spine. Push the mat away from you. Draw your shoulder blades apart. Now on your next breath, bring your left knee out and release. Inhale out. Exhale down. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale in. Make sure it's not pinching your hip. Put equal weight on your arms to the best of your ability. Last one. Inhale out. And exhale down. Adjust onto tabletop. Those of you who have any wrist concerns, go onto your elbows. Bring neutral back and repeat on the other side. Inhale. Exhale. Knee down. Keep your back and your pelvis as neutral as you can. As you inhale, the knee goes up. 3 more. And as you exhale, it goes down. You continue to push the mat away from you. 2 more. And last one. Inhale, knee out. And exhale, knee in. Perfect. Curl the toes under. Walk your hands back towards the knees. Maybe pinky toe, you want to curl it in. Sometimes we have to do that manually. Shoulders back and down. Maybe slightly tuck your chin onto your chest. And we're going to rotate our wrists both ways. Make sure you are breathing. If this is a no for your feet today, shift your weight forward. And you can maybe rest the top of the hands on the floor, your fingertips towards you. But make sure you're not putting all the weight onto your hands if that's what you're doing. So we are still stretching the soles of the feet and the wrist. Shake the tension off your hands. And when you're ready, find your way from where you are onto tabletop position. Or remember, you can go onto your elbows. Lift your feet and just spread your toes. Maybe curl them a little bit and then release. When you are ready, extend your left leg back. Keep your hips balanced if you can. Micro-bend your elbows, push the mat away. Keep the elongation of the neck so your gaze is somewhere down onto the floor. Press the right foot on the floor and bring your left leg up, pressing your heel away from you. Balance your weight here on your hands to the best of your ability. Now, as you take your next inhalation, allow your left leg to go out to the left. Just comfortably, don't let it pinch. And as you exhale, move your leg towards the right, crossing, getting that nice stretch through your glute, maybe the IT band. And inhale, leg goes out. Exhale, leg goes in. 3 more breaths, count your own. And meanwhile, you want to make sure that that right foot stays down onto the floor. Make sure that your head is not collapsing towards the floor. Use your Ujjayi breath if it's comfortable for you. When you are done with your 3 rounds, inhale your leg back to center and exhale it, release it down. Awesome. Shake the tension off. We're going to find our way onto a neutral back and tabletop. Now, when you're ready, extend your right leg back, curl the toes under, press your heel away. Press the left foot on the floor and inhale your right leg out, up. And breathe in, leg out to the right. Breathe out, leg crosses towards the left. Breathe in, leg out to the right. Breathe out, leg to the left. 3 more, count your own. And you want to keep your feet active, so your right foot is flexed, and you're pressing through your heel. Your left foot is pressing down onto the floor to help you with your balance. And also, don't hinge onto your side, otherwise you're going to start feeling that left hip not in a good way. When you are done with your 3 rounds, inhale your leg back to center and exhale it down onto the floor. Curl the toes under, walk your hands towards your knees. Watch for your feet. You might need to curl the pinkies. Remember, you can stay here without putting all the weight onto the hands, but trying to use your core to help you with the stretch. Your hands can be closer to the knees. Or if you're comfortable standing here or bringing your shoulders over the hips, that's where we go. And we rotate or rest once again. This time you may bring the top of the hands together, fingertips down, and chicken wings. Keep your shoulders back and down, relax your jaw, shake the tension off, and bring yourself onto tabletop position once again. This one can be done on the elbows, just so you know. So if you have any problems, I'm gonna give you the option of the elbows. You're gonna bring your right hand, right elbow onto the floor, and then bring your right fingertips to point towards the left. So your shoulder stays over the elbow, your fingertips are towards the side. All right, actually, let's all do that, and then we'll do the hand position. Yeah, just changed my mind. All right, so we're gonna go on the elbow, shoulder over the elbow, fingertips towards the left. Now extend your left leg back and bring the inner edge of the foot on the floor. So we're gonna try this class again, just with a little tweak here. And then rotate your torso, your pelvis towards the left. You can stay here and breathe. If it works for you, you're gonna bring that bottom foot forward. Make sure you're not collapsing. You can keep your hand on your hip, or you can bring your hand towards the sky. And breathe. Don't let your head dangle. When you are ready, bring your hand down, knee down, help yourself back to center. And from tabletop, we're going on to the other side. So when you are ready from tabletop, bring your left elbow right below the shoulder, fingertips to the side, towards the right. Awesome. Adjust your knee, right leg goes back, and inner edge of your foot goes onto the floor. Now from here, if you need to help yourself to find that center, you will need my points forward to help you to keep your hips in line with your shoulder. You can stay here or bring your foot forward, your bottom foot forward, hand on the hip or up. Engage your shoulder blades and breathe. With control, bring your hand down, knee down, and adjust yourself back to tabletop. Oh boy, what did I get us into, you guys? We're gonna do the other side. So when you're ready, bring your right hand right below the shoulder, fingertip point forward, thumb out to the side. And same idea, you bring that left foot back and squeeze your bum, and we can stay here. Actually, we're gonna move towards the top of my mat. You might have to do that too, because otherwise my foot is sliding on the floor. All right, so from here, you can keep your hand on your hip, micro bend the elbow, the standing elbow, or bring that bottom foot forward. Breathe. Don't let your hips sink. With control, release your knee, your hand down, adjust your weight on tabletop. Awesome, we're going on to the other side. Bring your left hand right at the center of your mat. Adjust your knee with the hand, extend that right leg back. Press the top of the left foot on the floor. And bring your hand maybe on your hip, maybe micro bend your elbow, breathe. So we can always stay here and breathe, or if you choose, bottom foot steps forward. And with control, the next time you inhale, knee down, hand down, and find your way onto your center. This time you're gonna bring your big toes together, knees slightly wider apart or a lot apart depending on your hips. Wiggle your body, sink towards the floor, stack your fists, forehead down. If this is uncomfortable, you guys, you don't have to go all the way back. You can stay forward a little bit or a lot. We will take one more breath here, full deep breath. Bring your hands under the shoulders as you inhale, and as you exhale, push yourself up. Walk towards the top of the mat, find tabletop position again. Remember, stack your joints, middle finger points forward, thumbs point one another. Eyes of the elbows face forward. Tailbone up as you inhale, drop your belly, shoulder blades together, look up. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, round your back, head down. Again, inhale. Exhale, from the pelvis to the head. 3 more on your own. When you are done with your 3 rounds, return to center on the inhalation. And on the exhale, curl the toes under, pick up the knees, and stretch your body. So you want to bring your hips up towards the sky. Keep your knees bent. Relax your neck. Move your head yes and no. And maybe push your chest towards the thighs. Eyes of the elbows face forward. Hollow up your armpits. Relax your neck. So move your head yes and no. The next time you inhale, bring your knees down onto the floor. And as you exhale, step forward with your right foot. As you inhale, curl the back toes under. And on the exhalation, extend the back leg. Take a few moments here. With control, back foot moves forward a little bit. You can walk it a little bit towards the front foot, and then release the back heel on the floor. You'll feel that stretch through the calf on the left foot. Front foot is active, your toes are lifted, your knees right over the ankle. Press your tailbone back. Your front knee is not flaring or moving inwards. It stays pointing forward with your toes. Deep breathing here. Now the next one is your choice, and also depending on your hip, you can either stay here and you make a cupcake hand maybe with your left hand on your next breath, and open your right arm out to the right, rotating your torso to the right. If this is a no for your shoulder, rest your hand on the lower back, but still twist your torso. You can also make a fist and rest it on the floor. You can also come a little higher if that's not working out. And actually coming higher is even harder because now you're not just, you're not resting any weight on your hand, and also you're almost balancing. See what works for you. You can rest your hand flat on the floor. It's different for everybody. We'll take one more breath, full deep breath. And the next time you inhale, hand towards the sky. Exhale, hand down. Squeeze your bum, and as you inhale, come up slowly and mindfully. And your front knee, it's either behind your ankle or right on top, but never passing. And your hips and your chest might be facing towards the short end of the mat. Breathe deeply. Now from here, we're going to tuck the tailbone a little bit, extend that back leg, roll your navel in, move it in and up, hands together at the center of the heart. Those of you who are comfortable here, If you want to try something else, bring your arms out to the sides in a goal pose posture, or maybe hands over hip. Either way, think about lifting the collarbone. Make sure it's not pinching your back. We'll take one more breath here, full deep breath. Next time you inhale, extend that front leg, bring your hands together in Namaste position. And as you exhale, bring your hands onto your hips and turn towards the longer end of the mat. So you want to bring your toes wide out to the side, so depending what feels right in your hips, and bend your knees. Shift your weight back and forth until you find your center. Activate your feet. Now if you go and look at this sideways, you want to prevent your back from doing that. So you really want to bring your pubic bone and hip bones at the same level. Keep your rib cage in, engage your bum. Bring your hands out to the sides, palms facing up, roll your shoulders back and down. Toes might be lifted. Bend your elbows, palms face towards the sky, breathe. Maybe go into Gyan Mudra. Some of you go a little higher, some of you might want to go a little lower. But always the knees over the ankles. Never passing, that's important. Next time you inhale, extend your legs, exhale, hands on your hips, and turn your left toes inwardly. Just a little bit. Make sure it feels right for your hip. Your right toes point straight towards the right. Your hips might be facing the long end of the mat still, maybe not, that's fine. Shift your hips to the left and your shoulders to the right. Maybe reach with that right hand. Once you have found your center, hold and breathe. Without going down, we stay active here. For your top hand, maybe bring it on your lower back. Feet are active, squeeze your bum, reach maybe higher. So if you find that you want to go lower, instead of reaching down, reach more towards your right. Your torso still facing forward, or the long end of the mat. Next time you inhale with control, release your hand down and reach your top hand up. Exhale, pull yourself up, coming up onto a T position. Now, if you have your strap handy, maybe just have it between your shoulders just in case. Bring your arms out to the sides at a T, and now rotate your torso towards the right. So this time, see if you can bring your hips forward, so your foot might shift again, and your toes move to face towards the short end of the mat, your left toes. They don't have to fully move in, but they might, that's fine. Squeeze your buttocks. If you find that your balance is off, walk your right foot out to the right. So your standing is wider and you feel a little more stable. So check what works for you. Micro bend the front knee, adjust the front foot if needed, and squeeze. On your next breath, bring your right arm up. Reach higher, palm away, and exhale, circle your arm behind you. Other side, inhale, reach higher, palm away, and circle back. Some of you interlace your fingers and stretch, then draw your navel and your rib cage in. Some of you might instead take the strap like I will do and draw your shoulder blades together. The next time you exhale, you're gonna go onto a gentle back bend. Both legs are extended, both feet are active. Make sure this is not bothering your shin or your heel or your feet in any way. Don't let your head collapse back. Next time you inhale, come back to an upright. Exhale, slightly rotate your torso towards the right and lower. So you're gonna move towards that front leg. Micro bend your front knee if you know you hyperextend. Your hands might move away from the body, they don't have to. The next time you inhale, squeeze your bum. Exhale, push yourself up. You may put your strap to the side. Inhale here, hands at a T position. And as you exhale, I'm gonna bring ourselves down onto the floor, bend the front knee, and step back onto your tabletop. Inhale into cow stretch. Exhale, curl the toes under, go on to neutral back, and lift into downward dog. Walk it out. Chest to the thighs. Deep breathing, maybe you dry breath. The next time you inhale, bring your knees down onto the floor. And as you exhale, uncurl the toes and step forward with your left foot. Now from here, curl the back toes under as you inhale. And as you exhale, pick up that back foot. Take a few moments here. Once again, we adjust the front knee right over the ankle. We work with our hands, so you can maybe bring your left hand inside if you want. Bring your right foot forward a little bit and rest your heel on the floor. Squeeze your buttocks. And depending, once again, on what your body is saying, you might rest your right hand to the inside of your left foot. You can make a fist with that hand. You can go a little higher. And on your next inhalation, rotate your torso to the left and maybe bring your hand up towards the sky. If that doesn't work for your shoulder, your neck, or anywhere along your body, bring your hands on your lumbar spine. You might have to shorten your stance, and that's okay. Engage your shoulder blades. Make sure that front foot is active. Engage your bandhas, lift the pelvic floor muscles, draw the navel in. Next time you inhale, bring your hand up towards the sky. And as you exhale, release it down. Adjust your back foot if you need to. Engage your glutes and inhale, slowly come up. We're going on to warrior one. So remember here, you check with that front knee. Balance your hips. They might face the short end of the mat. Squeeze your bum. You can keep your hands here on your hips or in Angelic Mudra or Namaste position. If this is okay, you want to stay here, that's fine. Otherwise, maybe goalpost posture. Maybe reaching the hands up. Gaze can go up or forward depending on the neck. You can always adjust your asanas so that they just respond to your energy level. So if you want more, you can always launch a little deeper. If you have gone too far, you can always come back a bit. You're gonna inhale, extend your leg and bring your hands in Namaste position. And as you exhale, bring your hands on your hips and rotate towards the long end of the mat. So now we're gonna once again allow our toes to face out to the sides. Make sure that you balance your pelvis. Don't let your tailbone go back. And when you're ready, maybe rising the toes, bend your knees, shifting the weight side to side, making sure those knees are over the ankles or slightly behind, and that your toes are active, maybe lifted. Shoulders back and down. T position of the arms, roll your shoulder blades together, and maybe bend the elbows. Maybe Gyan Mudra. Breathe. If you need more, you go lower. If you have gone too far, you come higher. Next time you inhale, extend your legs. Exhale, hands on your hips. Right toes move in. Adjust your hips and your left toes point straight towards the short end of the mat. Hips might be facing the long end of the mat, the front of your hips. Maybe shift them towards the right and your shoulders towards the left. Reach forward with your left arm. You can bring your right hand on your lower back or on your hip actually. We're not going for the floor. Remember, we're saying here, if you have the need to go deeper, instead of going down, you go more towards the left. Feel the elongation of your spine. Feet are active. Squeeze your bum to protect your lumbar spine. One more breath. Next time you inhale, bring your hand down. And as you exhale, reach with your top hand and pull yourself up. And rotate your torso towards the front. And bring your hands down. Now from here, remember you can have your strap handy. We're gonna maybe use the strap. Shoulders back and down. Inhale, left arm goes up, reach up. Palm away, exhale, circle your arm behind you. Other side, inhale, reach up, palm away, circle your arm. Now your shoulders are nice and open. Maybe find your chest expander arm position or use your strap. Lengthen through the spine as you inhale, engage your glutes, and exhale, gentle back bend. Lift the collarbone. Next time you inhale, come back to center. Exhale, maybe rotate your torso slightly towards the left and lower. Oh yeah, by the way, if you needed that extra balance, remember walking that left foot out to the left. Adjust your feet so they support your knees and your hips. So just because you have found an alignment that works, when we move into the next asana, you can reassess because now we're putting different demand on different joints. And maybe the foot position doesn't work anymore. If you feel any torquing, pinching sensation on any joint, then we must get out. Slowly and mindfully. Feet are active. If you know you hyperextend your knee, remember always bend it. And that works for both knees, actually, that cue. Use your breath to help you up. Next time you inhale, squeeze your bum. Exhale, slowly and mindfully come up. Put your strap down and torso forward. Release your hands down, knee down, step back. Inhale onto your cow stretch. Exhale, curl the toes under, pick up the knees, and downward dog. Breathe. If you find this is putting too much pressure on your eyes, your temples, you can stay down on your knees. Another option to extend your back is hands on the knees, top of the feet on the floor, hands forward, and rest your forehead down. Just to push your hands down and forward. So find the one that works for you the best. Breathing deeply, really stretching it out, maybe walk it out. Come back to center, press your heels down. Inhale down onto the floor. Exhale, uncurl the toes, knees wide, sit back, stack your fist, forehead down. Take a few moments here, breathe. You're gonna bring your hands under the shoulders on your next inhalation. And as you exhale, push yourself up. Bring your knees closer together, move yourself up onto downward facing dog, onto tabletop, and then yes, downward facing dog. If it works for you, move your blanket out of the way and start walking your hands back towards the feet. Or once you are back here, you can move your blanket fist distance between your toes and knees. Bend your knees a lot. Engage your bum, hands on your thighs. And we're going to slowly come up. Shoulders back and down, palms face forward. Balance your pelvis, engage your buttocks. Press your feet down from the heels, the outer edges of your feet, and then the toe mounds. If you haven't, you may take a moment to drink some water. Now, from where we are, on the next inhalation, bend your right knee and open your hand out to the right, palm facing up. Then you're going to bring your hand behind you, so your thumb will face away from you towards the back. Bend your knee and hold onto the inside of your ankle. Engage your glutes. Tuck your tailbone here, so I'll face this way. I don't want to give my feet to Ganesha here. So when you're ready, bring your flex your foot, bring your knees together, squeeze your bum. Reach up with your left hand. Maybe go into Gyan Mudra with your left hand. Kick your right foot back. Once you cannot kick anymore, hinge forward. Maybe your palm is facing up and in front of you. Maybe you kick a little higher, but you don't have to. Find that place that works for you. You can go by the wall too. Continue to face forward with your hips to the best of your ability. Don't let it torque your hip or your knee. Next time you inhale, bring your hand down, knees together, and exhale, release your foot and shake the tension off. We're doing the same thing on the other side, shoulders back and down, bend your arm, your elbow, palm faces up, and then bring your hand behind you. When you are ready, hold onto the inside of your ankle, bring your knees closer together, flexing that back foot. Reach up with your right hand, Gyan Mudra, thumb and index touch. Exhale, start kicking that left foot back. And if it works for you, start hinging. With control or not, when you are ready, bring your knees together, bring your arm down, and exhale, release your foot, walk it out, and shake the tension off. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. Next one. Once from your Tadasana, find neutral pelvis, neutral back, and bring your right knee up, and maybe hold onto the shin or the knee. And we may stay here. You can also hold onto the back of your leg. So check what works for you. Some of you might start hinging forward, bringing the chin towards the knee. And it won't work for everybody, so don't force it. Your toes can touch the floor, but don't let them grip. Or maybe lift them. With control, come back to an upright. Release your foot and down and shake it. Other side. So when you're ready from Tadasana, mountain pose, engage your body and bring that left knee up. You can hold the back of the leg or you can hold the knee or the shin. Same thing, remember, if your body wants more, you can hinge forward, bringing your chin towards the knee or the forehead if you want more challenge. Or Sukha and Sthira. Find a place where you can stay. That is fairly easy. So you can have ease and steadiness. And next time you inhale, come up to an upright. Exhale, release your foot. Bring it down and shake the tension off. Perfect. From the top of the mat, bring your hands together at the center of the heart. Inhale, reach your hands up. Exhale, hands by the heart. Bend your knees, hinge forward, release your head. Bend your knees a lot. Inhale, circle your arms, come up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Again, inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart. Bend the knees, fall forward. Bend the knees more. Inhale, hands by your side. Squeeze your bum as you come up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Last one, breathe in. And breathe out, fall. Inhale, bend your knees, come up. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. And this time, release down and stay. Maybe your head dangles. Maybe move, hold your elbows. You don't have to. Relax your head. Come back to center. Bring your hands down. Bend your knees and step back onto your knees. Inhale, tailbone up. Drop your belly, look forward or up. Exhale, high cat or cat stretch. 2 more on your own. Inhale, come back to center. And as you exhale, bring your toes together, knees wide, sink back on your heels, rest your elbows down, forehead onto the floor. Breathe. Next time you inhale, bring your arms forward as far as they will go. Push your hands down and forward as you exhale, moving your heels, your glutes closer to the heels. The next time you inhale, keep the hands where they are. Come up onto a long tabletop. Bring your knees closer together, fist distance apart. Inhale, shift your body forward so your shoulders are right over the wrists. Tuck your tailbone, and when you're ready, lower your body. Once you get down onto the floor, bring your hands by your side, under the forehead, and breathe. Big toes touch, heels out. When you are ready, bring your big toes to face straight back, so feet are parallel. Bring your chin on the floor or your forehead on the floor, hands out to the sides at a T position. Now you might take a look to make just check what your elbows land and see if you can bring your hands right where your elbows were. Cupcake hands, elbows point straight up towards the sky. Draw your shoulder blades together and bring your forehead to the floor. Press the top of the feet on the floor, pick up the knees, engage your glutes. Squeeze your blades together, and as you inhale, forehead, nose, chin, chest up. Draw your blades together and down and move your elbows forward. Inhale deeply here, maybe gaze up depending on the neck. Exhale, keep your chest up and bring your forehead towards the floor. Breathe. As you do this, you want to keep your elbows moving forward.
No weight is on the forehead. You want to engage the upper part of your shoulder blades. Your chest is not touching the floor if possible. Not much weight on your hands, you guys. You're holding yourself up with your core. Nice release for the neck. Next time you inhale, reach up, forehead, nose, chin, and chest. And as you exhale, release. Bring your hands by your hips, palms facing up, gaze to the right. Allow your big toes to touch. Let your heels flare. Gaze to the other side to balance your neck. Always watch for the neck. If turning the head sideways is a no-no for you, forehead stays down on the floor. When you're ready, bring your forehead back to the floor. You can also have your chin onto the floor. Check what works for your neck. Adi Mudra, once again, thumbs inside the fists. And the part of your thumbs, that union of your thumb and your index are going to press down onto the floor. So your palms face towards your body. Feet are parallel. So adjust your head so maybe your forehead or chin are on the floor. Press your fist down onto the floor. Keep your mudra firm, but not too hard. And as you inhale, bring those right toes towards the back, push them back, and then lift the leg. Keep your hip bones on the floor. This Ardha Shalavasana or half locust, that you want to make sure that your hip bones stay grounded, that you're really engaging that right leg, pointing the toes, but especially pulling away from, the head of the thigh bone is pushing away from the hip socket. And on your next inhalation, maybe go a little higher with the leg, and exhale, release. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Push your toes away and lift on the next inhalation. Breathe. Think about extension rather than height. Maybe higher as you inhale, and as you exhale, release. Bring your hands under the shoulders, forehead down. Exhale, push yourself up, curl the toes under, and go up onto your downward facing dog. Last downward dog. Walk it out if you like. And when you're ready, bring your knees onto the floor as you inhale, and exhale, we're gonna sit back. So if you want, you can have your blanket and sit up tall, cross-legged position. You can sit cross-legged in Sukhasana. You can sit with over your heels. If you have your extra props and you want to pat yourself more, or you need to pat yourself more, please go for it. Shoulders back and down. Close your eyes for a few moments, palms face down. Notice your heartbeat, your breath. Balance your weight evenly on left and right. When you are ready, you're going to bring your right hand into Gyan Mudra, palm facing up. Focus on your right nostril. See if you can feel the energy moving through the right side of the body. Inhale through the right nostril. Exhale through the right nostril. Working with Pingala Nadi, your solar energy. This energy is nurturing, is energizing. It just brings your mood up. When you are ready, release your mudra as you exhale. Palm faces down. Observe your breath and see if you can feel the breath mostly on the right side. We're gonna work with the other nadi, Ida nadi. So when you're ready, flip your left palm up, Gyan Mudra, and bring the awareness to the left nostril. See if you can feel prana moving through that side. Your lunar energy is cooling, is more soothing. It relaxes you. The elongation of the exhalation might happen naturally for you. And you might notice that one side is more obvious than the other. Maybe you are dominant with that energy. Or at this moment, that energy seems to be dominant in you. That doesn't mean that it's you all the time. It always changes. When we are hyper and anxious, the lunar side takes over to cool us down, and vice versa. When we are too relaxed, lethargic, or we lack motivation, your right nostril will activate to balance your energies. And this will happen naturally once you start working with your nadis. Now flip your palms down and observe your breath. Notice your breath through the center line, the Sushumna Nadi. That travels along the spine all the way up through the to the crown of the head. Perfect. Now when you are ready, you're gonna release your shoulders, move them back and down. Tuck your chin onto your chest and blink your eyes open. Extend your legs, shake the tension off. And when you're ready, move onto your Shavasana. Just checking, making sure that you still can hear me. All right, I'm gonna move my thingy over here just to make sure that we don't lose the signal. Perfect. And we're gonna lay down on the back, hands by your sides, palms facing up. And from here, just a gentle twist. Bend your knees, bring your foot soles on the floor. Tuck your tailbone, bring your knees towards the chest. Keep your knees closer together And let your legs fall towards the right. You'll feel the stretch through the left side. You can help your knee with your right hand, your top knee if you want. You don't have to, you can just let it be. Keep your left shoulder on the floor, gaze maybe to the left. Breathe. With control, squeeze your inner thighs together. When you're ready, come back to center and let your knees fall onto the other side. Right shoulder stays down. Squeeze your inner thighs, and when you're ready, bring yourself back to center. Release your feet on the floor, bring your foot soles together and let your knees flare. Pubic bone, hip bones are balanced, rib cage is down, hands by your sides, palms face up. Observe. When you are ready, bring your knees up on your next breath. Extend your legs, relax on your Shavasana. You can have extra props for your Shavasana. Maybe your blanket can be under your head, maybe not. Relax your jaw, and from bottom to top, relax every corner of your body. If you find any spots that are still tense, you can focus there. Send your pranic flow to that area. So just breathing in, imagining the prana going into that particular area of your body that might be talking to you right now. Those of you who need to stay on Shavasana longer, you love it here. I love it here. But if you want to stay as long as you need to, you're welcome to pause the video and then resume and seal our practice together. Otherwise, we'll take 3 more breaths here. Next time you inhale, wiggle your toes and fingers. Move your feet side to side. Stretch your arms overhead and squeeze every muscle tight, tight, tight. Hold, stretch. Exhale, release. Again, squeeze and tense. Flex or point your feet. Prune face. Exhale, release. Last one, make it count. Inhale, stretch and squeeze. Tight, tight, tight. And exhale, let all tension go. Move onto your favorite side when you're ready. Take a few moments here. Use your top hand to slowly help yourself up on your next exhalation. And maybe cross-legged. You can use your props always to sit up tall. Bring your hands together in Namaste, shoulders back and down. Relax your jaw, your face. We're going to seal our practice with the sound and vibration of Om. Remember that the sound of Om is our connection to the divine force that runs within us, around us. It is a connection with each other. It helps to calm your mind and it tones the nervous system. We're going to take a breath together. Inhale through your nostrils, expand. Exhale. Inhale to Om. Observe. Inhale through your nostrils, expand. Side out. Again, inhale. Side out. Last one, breathe in. Let all tension out. Tuck your chin onto your chest, blink your eyes open, build that extra good vibes to take with you throughout your day. Shower yourself with those and shake off whatever is that you don't need anymore. Shake it off. Thank you so much, yogis. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.